Hi everyone. In this tutorial we are going to see Python data types. In any programming language we are going to use different data types, right? In the same way we are going to use few data types in Python. Why we are going for data types? See, when we are taking an input from the user or when we are showing some output to the user, we are going to use a certain format, right? When we are showing numbers, we are not going to show in the form of strings, right? We are going to show in the form of numbers. When we are adding any two numbers, we are not able to add in the form of strings, right? We can able to do addition in the form of only numericals. In the same way we are going to do for strings. If we try to concatenate numbers, is it going to be concatenate? No, it's going to be added. That's why when we are going for learning any programming language, we must know what are the data types present in that programming language. So here we will see all the different types of data types in Python. First we have text types. Just I will write the heading here, Python data types. So here we have few built-in functions, built-in data types in Python. Okay, we will take a look into those. Built-in data types. So we have numericals, numeric types, and we have text type, a sequence type, mapping type, set type, Boolean type, and at the end we have binary type. But here we are going to use numerical types, text type, sequence type, and mapping type in most of our programs. But we are not going for a set type, Boolean type, and binary type. But we will just take a look into each and every data type briefly. Okay, let me write here. See, in numeric type, first we will go for text type. In text type we have string. Okay, and in numeric type, numeric types we have integer. We are going to show in int, and we have float, and we have complex. Just let me write all the things what are present in each and every type, and we'll discuss about each and every topic briefly. And next thing is sequence type, right? Sequence types we have list, we have tuple, and we have range. In mapping type, right? Ping type we have dict, which is nothing but dictionary. Within few minutes we will discuss about each and everything. Set type we have set, and we have frozen set. Frozen set, and we have boolean type. Boolean type here we have bool, and this is the last type, binary type. Here we have bytes and byte array, and we have one more thing, memory view. Memory view. Okay, now we will discuss about each and every topic briefly. What is string here? How we are going to represent string in text type? We are going to represent string in double colon. Whatever I had, sorry, inverted commas. Whatever I had given inside the quotes, those are going to be string. Even though I give a number, it's going to be a string. Even though I give a float, it's going to be a string. Anything inside double quotes, it's going to be a string. Let me write an example here. if I create a variable x and I will say hello world, sorry, hello world, we know that we can use type function to know which type of data I had stored in my variable. We had discussed it in the variables topic, right? So just I will write here again. We are going to use type function for knowing the what type, sorry, what type of data inside the variable, right? So just I will print of x and I will print type of x, type of x. Let me run this. Yes, it's printing hello world and it's saying class str, which is nothing but a string. Okay, so everything we are going to give inside the string. Okay, so let me say inside double quotes I will give 0.9 and I will run again. See, it's printing 0.9 and again saying str, which is nothing but a string. We all know that 0.9 is not a string, but if we give inside double quotes, the variable stores in string format only. Okay, so this is how we are going to represent string in Python. And another thing here, we have, see here, for first variable first time has stored hello world and second time has stored 0.9, right? So here whenever we change the value, the last one or the bottom one is going to be considered. Okay, the thing there. And now we'll go for int. What are the integers here? Integers are nothing but numbers. So here integers are nothing but numbers. Okay, we can say 1, 2, 10, 100, any number up to infinity. If it is not have decimal values or decimal places, then it is called as an integer. So let me say 10. Okay, just I will, sorry, yeah, print of type of x. Okay, just I will run this. See, it's, sorry, yeah, now it's saying integer. Okay, for last print type, right? Now I will say x equal to 10 point, sorry, yeah, 10.0. Now again I will ask print of type of x and again I will run this. See, it's saying float now, right? See here, if the value or the digits or the numericals have decimal place, then it is called as float. If not, it is called as number. This is the only main difference between numbers and float. Okay, so here it is float and here it is integers, sorry, float. Okay, now we'll go for complex numbers. We know that how we are going to show complex numbers, right? Complex numbers are going to be xj plus y. So it's going to be in the format of like this. If I say x equal to 1j, then it is going to be a complex number, right? So just I will print of type of x and I will run this. So it's saying complex here, right? So if we have j or I, it's going to be complex number. Now we'll go for list. List is going to be sequence types. Why we are calling sequence types? Because in list, tuples and ranges, we are going to have a series of numbers. It's not like just one value or it's not like just a string. It's going to contain all types of data inside something. Okay, or we can say if I have a box, I can kept apples, bananas, oranges, everything inside that box, right? So in the same way you consider list tuples range as like that. We can give any type of data inside these things. That's why. And also they are going to be in the sequential order. They are all starts from 0 to infinity. That's why we are saying these are sequential types. So how we are going to represent list? See here, we are going to represent list in square brackets. Okay, if it is square bracket, then it's going to be list. Let me declare one list just for the example. We will discuss again each and every topic in further videos. Just now we will see brief on everything. Okay, let me say apple. So I am giving all strings inside the list apple, and let me give banana, and let me give cherry at the end. Okay, I had given some wrong. Yeah, here I have to give a comma. Sorry, inside that comma and cherry. Now I will type print type of x. It's at the end it's saying list. Okay, I hope you understand. We are going to give a sequential order of any type. See, now I have given only strings, right? See, now I will give 0.9, and again I will run this. See, again it's saying list. Now again I will give 0, and again I will give complex digits. Let me say 2j. Okay, see any number, whether it's going to be number, or it's going to be float, or it's going to be string, or it's going to be complex, it's going to be a list at the end. Okay, so this is what the meaning of list in brief. Now we'll see tuple. Tuple. Okay, so tuple we are going to show in round brackets. If we are given inside the round brackets, then it's going to be tuple. If we are given in square brackets, then it's going to be what? List. Okay, so now I will give apple, and I will give banana, and I will give cherry. One more thing, we can use strings in single quote, double quote, and triple quotes. Okay, that we will discuss further. As of now, remember that thing. Now, yeah, see what's the main difference of list and tuples? You may question, right? Why? Because both can store different values in sequential order. But what's the main difference for going for tuples when we have list? The main difference is that list can contain, or list can accept duplicate values. Like if I give cherry 100 times, it's going to be take. If I give apple 1000 times, it's going to be take. But in tuple, it's not going to be accept any duplicates. Okay, that's the main difference of list and tuple. Now I'll just get the type of x. So it's saying tuple. Okay, now we'll go for range. So what's the use of range here? See, when we want to print something, we can go for range. When we want to print, or when we know the numbers, or when we want to iterate, we can use the range. Okay, so how we are going to use this? range of inside we are going to give integer value. This is how it's going to be work. So just I will say x is equal to range of 6, and just I will print that. I will just print x. Okay, let me see what it's going to be printed. So it's printing range of 0 to 6. If I iterate, see, let me iterate just for a bit. For I in x, I am saying print of I. Okay, see here you are able to see it's printing 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if when we are working with loops and everything, we are going to use a range a lot. Okay, but as of now, the range will work up to n minus 1. We have to remember one thing. Here it's going to be work int minus 1. Okay, so that's why it's printed up to 5, because it's going to be always starts from 0. Whether it's going to be here, just remember one thing, whether it's going to be tuple or list or range, always starts from 0. If I get the index of this apple in tuple, it's going to be say 0, it's not going to be say 1. So this thing just remember. And we have dictionaries. Dictionary is nothing but we will say key value or value key pair. Okay, so here DSET is going to be key, key value pair. Okay, so how we are going to give, as we have given in list, as we have given in tuple, in the same way we are going to give, but here we are going to give inside curly braces, but here we are going to give key and value. You may confuse, just I will get colon here. Yeah, just I will say x is equal to, I am opening curly braces, and I will say now name, and I will say John, and one more key I will give age, age, what's the age, just I will give 36. And one more thing, we have to give name also in string. Okay, that I forgot it. Everything we have to give inside the string. Okay, see, a name John, age 36. Here age is a integer, right? So we are not going to give in string. So this is how dictionary is going to be. First we are going to have key value, and we are going to have age value. Unlike why we are saying mapping type here, unlike in Python, in a list, in a range, or in a tuple, we cannot access with integers. Integers in the sense the index values. Okay, in these all things we have index values. Like I say, if I say 0, it's going to be get the 0th index value. But here we have to use key, which is nothing but if I want to access data in this dictionary, I have to give name. If I give name, then I am going to get John as a result. Okay, so here just remember one thing, in a dictionary we have to remember the key, then only we are going to get the data, unlike in list, tuples and range. Okay, now we will go for set. What is a set? Here also same thing, inside the curly braces we are going to give set, but it's not like key pair value. Okay, so just I will say x is equal to apple, apple and banana and cherry. Just I will comma cherry, I have to give inside double quotes. um, yeah, I had not printed this type, right? So just we will print type of x, and here also we will print type of x, print type of x, and I will run this. See, here you are able to see dict and set. Okay, now we'll go for bull. Boolean type is nothing but true or false. Okay, so here, bull is nothing but true, or false. As we had seen for in previous videos, Python is a case sensitive. So here for Boolean, true is going to be start with capital T and false is going to be start with capital F. Okay, see here, just I will say x is equal to true. See, it's going to be in orange color. See, just I will give with small t. True. Is it showing anything? It's not showing anything, right? Because it is not a bool type, or it is not a function. Okay, so we have to give small t true in double quotes, which is nothing but string. Okay, so please remember here true and false. When we are discussing with Boolean, true or false always starts with capital T and capital F. Just I will print the type. Okay, print the type of x. Oh, sorry, I have to run this. Yeah, so it's printing bool. Okay, now we have bytes, byte array, memory view, we are not going to work with this that much. Just I will say somewhat brief about that. Okay, we will see bytes first. See, as we know, the computer is going to be stored in bytes format, right? Everything, it's not going to be stored in human readable format, right? So that is how, if I want to give, or if I want to assign anything or any string or any value to boolean type, not boolean type, in binary type, zeros ones, it's in the format only it's going to be stored, right? I am going to say b of, okay. So this is the format we are going to keep b inside that type, okay, the data type. Just I will say x is equal to b inside the double quotes. I am saying hello, hello, okay. Here just I will try to print x, and I will print type of the x, okay. Print type of x. See here, printing b hello and saying bytes format. So here if I remove the b, it's going to be string, okay. So just we will see that. So now it's saying hello and string, okay. So that's the main difference. We are storing that value in boolean format type into my variable x, okay. Yeah, now we'll go for byte array. Byte array, okay. Let me say x is equal to byte array of 5. Byte array of 5, and just I will print x, and I will print type of x, okay. See here, it's going to be stored like this. Byte array of, it's going to be stored, see, in binary format. If it's printed b in front of anything, it's going to be represented that this format or this data is going to be stored in the format of binary into the memory location, okay. So this is how it's stored in memory. My 5 is stored in this format, okay. Now we'll go for what we have, memory view, right? Yeah, memory view. Then let me say x is equal to memory view of. So we can see how the data is stored in memory. So memory view of, so let me say, oh sorry, let me say bytes, okay. Bytes of 5, and I will try to print x. See here, if you want to see how your data stored in memory, you can use memory view, okay. Now I will run this. See here is showing memory yet. So at this memory you had stored your bytes 5, okay. That's the main thing here. Is all the different data types